Okay, let's come back to education as far as the Diocese of Wales is concerned. Uh, let's talk about the Catholic education and diocesan schools. Now, there has been a controversy over block schools accounts of A and T and system primary and secondary school, and the cases are currently in court. Now, are you aware of these schools?
Yes, I
First
am.
of all,
I
yeah.
permitted them to be founded.
Okay. Now, who owned the school? Let me start with the A and T system, primary and secondary school.
It was a very, very new thing that we thought out and went to the ministry and put the files before them. They studied them and approved them. So you could start. So I didn't want that they should go under the education secretariat.
Okay.
They should not be. There was an experimental thing.
Yeah.
So a very new thing coming in because of the crisis. What had happened was that the first year of the crisis, 2017, we noticed that very many children, many, were around this Moliko area doing nothing, just sitting around the day, during the day like that. So we thought it was not good for the children, especially traumatized children coming because of the fighting and so on. So we thought if we started a school for them, it would be good. So we did contact the foreign funders and explain the situation to them. They accepted, but they had their conditions. So if we had to accept them, then we do not just insist that everything is Catholic as Catholic, because if it went under the education secretariat,
Yes.
the people will not fund it. So I asked, therefore, Father George, who has started this thing slowly and quietly, to look after it and negotiate with those people who insisted that there must be a country representative. And so I proposed Joy to Father Joy Nkese to them as a country representative, which they accepted. So we were working on that thing, hoping that it would succeed. I think that it has. The whole system has gone on well so far, because they evaluate every year and send reports to those who are giving the money for running those schools. And
Okay, they are abroad.
yes, there are
Okay.
people from outside.
Okay. Now, but let me ask in clear terms, who are those who created the school and who are those sponsoring the school? Who own the school?
The owners of the school as such is a university that's sponsored by these outside people.
Sponsored by these outside people. If
Yeah.
I understand, this school, it's found in the same campus with the Cali.
Well, that was a temporary thing at the time.
Okay.
We had to look for a place. Children are there, hundreds of them.
Yeah.
What do? You have to look for an emergency solution. That was where we were with the whole thing.
But there has been this controversy of the account being blocked. Now, what can you tell us
The
about that?
point about the account being blocked is that one of the things about this school was that we agreed with the funders, these foreign funding agencies. We agreed with them that we will open a separate account, not on the diocesan one, because if they were under the education secretariat, their accounts go straight away to the education secretariat account. But we wanted them to be sort of apart,
Yeah.
sort of autonomous.
Yes.
So they agreed and they proposed that we open an account in the bank for those schools.
Now, the account has been blocked by who, and maybe the matter is in court.
Yeah, what I heard.
Yeah, now that the matter is in court, I don't know, the person who blocked this account, does the person have the right to do that?
No, even the bishop himself, even myself, if I were there, I could not block them. Couldn't.
Are you aware of the person or persons who blocked this account?
No, I've just heard about it, that the accounts have been blocked. That the details I do not know. I can't say much about.
And
that.
the sponsors are like upset.
Yeah, they
with
also
the
and they
fact
could
that
just
their
stop.
school has been seized,
Yes.
and so on.
They are not going to be sending their monies if they are not properly accounted for, properly used. They will not send the money. That will just end the project.
So, what can you tell us about the project as at now?
No, I don't know anything. It's already a little more than 2 years since I left office, and it's the new bishop who is running those things. So if there are things there, he would need to clarify. I cannot be clarifying the thing at the distance of more than 2 years when I really don't know how it's functioning.
Okay, let us look at the teachers of the institution, because if the institution has a problem, the workers there must be affected.
Yes.
Who employ them and who is in charge of maybe taking care of them?
It's the university that did them, the Father George, he did that.
Okay. Can we have a precise location now, as at now, where the school, the primary and secondary school is found, and the Catholic University?
They are in one campus. It's a bit
Okay.
complicated there
Okay.
because where the Catholic campus here in town is situated, that is a theology school.
Okay.
Yes, theology school is not supposed to be university, but since university had difficulty starting, they were supposed to be all in Wakaka, outside
Okay.
of town
Okay.
there. But at the time, it was not possible. The university had been advertised, parents and young people were waiting, and we could not do otherwise because that time we could not go there because the buildings were not available. Just beginning, the place where they are now is supposed to be for the business school, for the university. That was possible because the first 2 years you just do courses for single whole classes, but you reach the third year, you split into departments of the schools. Then you need more space. That's where the new place in Wakaka would have been most suitable for them. But because this one was handy for the university and so on, well, we allowed them because the School of Theology holds but in the afternoons and evenings.
Okay.
It's not during the day. So the university could run from 8 o'clock or whatever time to um, um, 5 o'clock when the institute there will start its classes.
Okay.
And then they make sure that they reserve 3 classrooms for the School of Theology.
Okay.
That's what was happening, at least when I was still there.
Before we take the last bend to this interview, now the schools operating there, how do you size up the relationship between those schools? Maybe the administrators there and the familiarity between them, since they are just in the same campus.
I cannot say a thing.
Okay.
Because since I left office, formally, the president used to inform me regularly on the daily running of the university. He would inform me. He would come to give a report all the time. But all this time I've lost contact.
Okay, Bishop Emeritus Emmanuel Bushu,